This is an Albin Vega 27. If you've come to this video thinking that there was Elvis Presley singing, or there was something to do with a Nevada city, I'm sorry, but it's all about Vega. And this is a 1976 one, and it's number 2607, I think, or 6. I've just been anti-fouling today, and it'll get launched later in the week, and I just about got 2 coats on most of it. And it's called Fragancia, which is Spanish for fragrance, and the only fragrance there was today was the anti-fouling paint. But it's a nice little boat, and it's just had all the new bits and pieces. The cockpit dodgers are new here. It spent quite a lot of its time in Sweden, its place of birth, and one little clue is that up there you can see where it says there, Swedish. I think it was there for maybe 10 years. And it's got a good lazy jack zip up mainsail bag, and rotor stay on the forestay there for the headsail. The mainsail is fully battened. There's really a reflector up there, and you can't see from this angle, but I fitted a LED tricolour up and anchor light up there, which is brand new. And this is it. The spray hood is also a Swedish one. It's got Vega. It's got, I'll have a look in the cockpit and I'll show you. It's very good condition. It's very easy to take off, so that's why it's in good condition. I think it's been removed whenever the weather was going bad in the winter times. I just climbed up the boarding ladder, the swim ladder. You can just go underneath the push bit, but you have to watch your back on the stern lamp. And this is the cockpit. It's quite good. The cockpit lockers are enormous because there's no quarter berths. There's plenty of room to put your dinghy down there, and I just fitted new what they call these lower bits for the backstay. These are brand new this year. Now, what I've done today, and a little job which I do on a lot of my boats, is fit these vents, which is also a window, and you could also put a lead, a cable or whatever underneath there, but it's very good, and it might just stop some mildew. There's a bit of mildew in the winter and inside, so maybe next winter that won't happen. There's a couple of instruments here, which is the normal clipper duet, depth and log. This is a beauty. This is a wind instrument, which is just about new by the looks of it, but unfortunately the bit on the top of the mast is no longer there, so, and they're very expensive. I don't think I'm going to spend on that. I've spent in other areas. And that's about it, I think. Maybe I'll have a look at the foredeck. This is a removable inner forestay, which has got a high field lever. I think they're called high field levers, and it'll park on the starboard side deck there, oh, there it is there, where the halyard for the, if you did have a storm jib, the halyard, there's a spare halyard for that. I've just bought 40 metres of 8mm chain and a new fitting for the anchor chain to go on it. This is a Beta 13.5 horsepower. One thing I've done on the Fragancia is fit a supernova LED tricolour and anchor light. It's this is all the fitting instructions here, and there's only 2 wires, and you switch over by switching this double throw switch here, which is one way for anchor and the other way for tricolour. So it's very much a lower power than what would a normal bulb be, and well worth it. They're quite expensive, but it's one thing it's good to spend on. The boat came with a partially dismantleable, if that's such a word, cradle, and you can take the ends off by the looks of it, and but the full length would be still there. But it would fit in the back of a large van or a trailer, and it's all in good condition. And when the boat goes, so the cradle goes with it, and it sits also on some big hefty railway sleepers. I will have to sell it after I've had my cruise, because I don't have a mooring for it, and if you're at all interested, and you might find my adverts on the normal websites that you find, and otherwise give me a personal message, and I'll be able to give you a contact detail then to telephone me or email me. If you like a look of the boat and would like to see it sailing, and hopefully on a nice trip down to Southwest Ireland, stay tuned, or if you like, subscribe and help me build my channel up.